15 ways to get any man to commit. We've all been there. You've met the man of your dreams. He's wonderful. Things are really going well. But when it's time to commit, he just won't man up. Are you ready to find a man who won't leave you high and dry? It's time to find a man ready to commit to you. While this is an informative guide, it's important to note there is no recipe for love. We can't guarantee that a particular man will commit to you, but we can talk about what men want from a woman. We'll also discuss some things you can avoid doing to make sure he'll be chasing after you in no time. We're told over and over that if a man wants something or someone, he'll chase it. How do you become what they want? By following these secrets from the sisterhood, you'll be able to catch any available guy you want. So without further ado, let's take a look at some things that scare men and the things you should be doing instead to encourage a partner to commit. What's preventing a guy from commitment? A lack of commitment can come from a variety of reasons. He seems like a perfect guy, but he just won't commit to you. Let's take a look at some possible reasons preventing him from committing and what you can do to fix it. Number 1. Slow down. Speed racer. We understand it's exciting when things seem to be going so well right off the bat. It's easy to want to be attached at the hip, spending as much time as possible together. However, it's important to remember that space is good. Create space. Create a little bit of space and learn how to maintain your independence while forming your relationship. Maybe he's the one begging you to spend all your time together. Don't do it. At this stage in the relationship, it's important to make him want more. It's also important for you to maintain your sense of self. Texting works great for this. Really take the time to slowly get to know each other before going on vacation or even sleeping with one another. Limit the amount of time you spend together. Make sure the time you do spend together is meaningful. It'll pay off in the long run. Number 2. Lack of experience. Guys like to play it cool. They want you to think they're in control and know exactly what they're doing. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of them are clueless. When they pretend like they know what they're doing, they can come across as arrogant or cocky. It's important for you to know they're nervous and just employing the fake it till you make it tactic. It's okay to recognize that your guy may not be experienced. Don't make him feel pressured. Instead, be kind and patient. He'll calm down eventually. Number 3. In society today, there's the fear that something better is yet to come, and that question of what if. Unfortunately, a lot of men are scared to commit because they have a fear that an even better woman is coming. It's important to be aware if the man you're talking to has this mindset. Number 4. Pressure. Men buckle under pressure. We all want a committed boyfriend and a long-lasting relationship, but if he gets the feeling he's being pressured into it, he's going to run for the hills. Be honest with yourself. Are you casually getting to know someone, or do you see wedding bells in your future when you meet a man? Keep it in check. Make sure you're giving him space to breathe and space to want you more. Men love attention and affection, but don't overdo it. Maintain your independence. You are a strong, independent woman, and your man should complement your life just like you should complement his. Men are smart. You might think you're being chill, but he'll know if you're pinning wedding dresses to a Pinterest board nightly. Ways to ensure he commits to you. Now that we've discussed some reasons why he might be failing to commit, let's take a look at some ways you can encourage commitment. Little gestures. As women, we love grand, sweeping romantic gestures like surprise trips and nights out on the town. Men, on the other hand, prefer more subtle surprises. They might say they don't want to be surprised, but that is a big lie. They love it. Keep it small, keep it thoughtful. Try something sweet like surprising him with his favorite coffee or cooking his favorite meal. He'll love that you took the time to do something small just for him. Make a decision. Women are notorious for not making decisions. They'll ask what we want for dinner, and even though deep down we know exactly what we want, we'll simply say, I don't know. Men get increasingly more tired of hearing, "I don't know." In fact, it's considered a major turn-off. Don't give away your power and let him make all of the choices. It's important for him to know what you like and don't like. Voice your opinions. Your man will appreciate it more than you know. Don't make him wait. If you agree to meet someplace at a certain time, be early. We'd venture to bet that you don't like when people make you wait. He feels the same way. When you're on time, you're showing him that you respect and value his time. Independence. Even when you're in an exciting new relationship, it's important to maintain your life outside of him. Don't get so caught up in your man that you neglect your friends and family. Keep indulging in your favorite hobbies and little routines. Your man should complement your life, not take it over. Not only is it important to maintain your sense of self, but it's also important to give each other some breathing room. This will make you miss each other and enjoy the time you spend together even more. Number 5. Keep arguments private. No matter how angry or upset you may be with your man, you should never scream at him, belittle him, or call him names, especially if you're in public. The only way to have a healthy argument with your partner is to keep it private. This means that it doesn't matter if you're at a party or in a shopping mall, you shouldn't argue if there's an audience. Arguing in front of others is not only humiliating, but it's also extremely disrespectful. The same can be said for sharing your problems with outsiders. You wouldn't like it if he dished out the dirt to his friends, so don't do it to him. Keep this in mind, you and your man will be over your argument long before your man's friends forget how you treated him. Number 6. Be open to sex. Important. Believe it or not, a common confession from men is that they feel their woman is withholding or selfish with sex. Don't panic, just consider your situation and give the areas lacking attention some TLC. If you want your man to commit, it's important to be open to his sexual needs, and willing to explore his desires. It's not uncommon for couples to have different sex drives, but it's important to compromise so that one partner isn't feeling neglected in particular areas. Number 7. Drop the drama. Stereotypes aside, women have a greater tendency to be dramatic over the little things, which is why it's important to learn how to not sweat the small stuff. Whether your man is late getting home from work or leaves his dirty socks on the bathroom floor, calmly address problems as they arise rather than throwing a fit of rage. This doesn't just speak to your relationship, but your life as a whole. Dig deep and get grounded, practice calmness, kindness, and patience. Men admire a woman that they can relax around. Number 8. Be playful. There's nothing men love more than to be able to laugh and joke around with their partner. Besides, who doesn't love a good laugh? No matter how stressful your day job may be or how many errands you have to run in one day, always make time to be playful with one another. Tease your man, wrestle him, and let your guard down. Sharing this kind of vulnerability with your partner is not only a great way to connect on a deeper level, but it'll also make your man realize how lucky he is to have a friend in you. Do you often find yourself stuck with men who refuse to commit, no matter how hard you try? Number 9. Don't need to be right. There's no bigger turn-off than the need to always be right, so don't do it. Sure, it's okay to correct your man from time to time, but if you obsess over proving your point and putting him down, you're only going to sabotage the relationship. It's one thing to express yourself and show off how amazingly smart you are, it's another to belittle him or make him feel stupid. At the end of the day, the goal is to be happy together, so know when to prove yourself and when to let it slide. Number 10. Don't obsess over your looks. A major misconception is that your man expects you to look like an airbrushed magazine model. He doesn't. In fact, most men find it unattractive when their lady spends too much time obsessing about her looks and caking on the makeup. You also shouldn't complain to him about how you wish you were 10 pounds lighter or 2 inches taller, and don't compare yourself to other women. It can be tough at times, but do your best to master your insecurities and just be you, the beautiful soul he fell for. If there are parts of your body that you would like to improve, then do it for yourself, and properly. Fad diets, obsessive workouts, and fishing for compliments is no way to get his attention. Simply be confident in who you are and how you look, it's one of the most attractive traits you can possess. Number 11, be reliable. Let your man know that he can count on you. A thought that every man has when considering committing to a woman is, can I depend on her? Every successful relationship requires an unspoken promise to be there for one another. If you have a habit of making promises you can't keep or saying you'll do things that you won't, he is going to have a hard time trusting you to be there when he needs you. Be a woman of your word. Number 12, be supportive. Whether your man wants to continue his education, pursue a new career, or start an 80s heavy metal band, support him in his ventures. One of the quickest ways to lose your guy is by putting down his dreams, so even if they're not realistic, let him know you've got his back. The most powerful bond you can make with your man is based on support for one another's wants and needs. If his plans interfere with your long-term goals, then sit down and discuss the direction you're headed in as a couple. Regardless of what he's striving for, always be his biggest fan. Number 13, be appreciative. You'd be amazed at how much a simple "thank you" means to your man. As couples get comfortable with one another and the small gestures that used to be a big deal become the norm, it's common for couples to forget to show their appreciation. Make a conscious effort to thank your man for making dinner, doing the dishes, or holding the door open. He'll be grateful for your appreciation and happy that you still recognize his efforts. They may not always show it, but men love to be appreciated. Number 14, trust him. If you feel like you're constantly playing detective or checking in on your man every few hours, then chances are you have some trust issues. In order to be in a happy, committed relationship, it's crucial that your man knows you trust him. And remember, actions speak louder than words. No guy wants to tie himself down to someone who is going to harass them about his whereabouts or the company he keeps. Instead, know that he wants to be with you, and move on happily together. If your man gives you reason to not trust him, then confront him about it and, if need be, cut him loose. There's no point in wasting your time on a relationship that lacks trust. But unless he proves otherwise, your man should be a person you love and trust, and he should know it. Number 15, love unconditionally. Through thick and thin, good times and bad, you must love your man if you want him to commit to you. Just think, why would anyone want to share their life with someone who loves them based on a set of limitations? Every relationship experiences its highs and lows, but it's during the low phases that your love shines brightest. Even if your man spills red wine on the carpet, bleach your favorite shirt, or has one too many shots at the bar, your love should continue to radiate, unconditionally. Here is a bonus for you. What is the text chemistry program about? The text chemistry program is a complete guide for women on texting men in the way to get them to fall into complete infatuation with them. The program covers literally hundreds of attention-grabbing phrases you can use to get a man's undivided attention. You will learn how to fill his mind with desire and obsession in this program. There's very few women ever experience a man's complete obsession, and the text chemistry program helps you experience this for yourself. How the text chemistry program works. There is science behind how men think, what drives their attraction and desires. The text chemistry program works by capturing a man's attention, making him think about you uncontrollably, and making him fall and stay in love. The program uses the knowledge of certain psychological triggers that will get his undying attention fixated on you. Through the combination of knowledge and psychological triggers, the program teaches you about using certain hooks, or simple words and phrases, to create a positive feedback loop that will have him fantasizing about you and always coming back for more. Click the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos.